Hey guys, Chip here with Main Street Mower. We're back again with another episode. This is a Toro Rear Discharge 5000 series. This is a 60-inch model, and we're gonna be putting it through its paces today. We're gonna be mowing here in this beautiful wildflowers and bees and this nice little field. We're gonna mow a section of this. I don't wanna take up too much of this bees' beautiful honey.
Living out our lives as honey slaves to the white man.
We're gonna try out this rear discharge and see kind of a couple different playgrounds for it. See how well it does in a terrain like this where there's some big, tall, heavy stuff. We're gonna try a nice, beautiful manicured St. Augustine lawn. And we might even try some roadside stuff just to see how it made me feel while it's near that road. Something that these are famous for and notoriously good at is that it doesn't kick the grass out. This blade actually spins counterclockwise while the far left and the center blade spin clockwise, and it moves everything towards the middle and shoots it out the back. That's why it's called a rear discharge, and it just distributes it in the back in kind of an even, wide blanket. It'll dry and then fall through down to the ground. These come in two models, a 72 from Toro and a 60. This is the 60 model. The new ones do come with Tweels, like the 2022 models, and they all come with the 25 horse Kohler, which is actually plenty of power. I mean, this is some really, really thick stuff. We're gonna try it out here and see how it handles it. And we'll really know if it's enough power or not. We'll be able to test it today if the 25 horse Kohler is gonna handle this stuff, because this is pretty gnarly stuff. We got a mixture of some wildflowers and all kinds of vegetation here. Even some grass mixed in there, some nettles. It should be really interesting to see how it handles it. Guys, this comes with solid front wheels. Had a Parker 12cc pumps. It has a 12-gallon fuel tank. This is a very heavy-duty machine. 7-gauge steel deck, has anti-scalp wheels. These anti-scalp bumpers on the side, they have 3 mounting holes, so you can change how low and high your side skids are, your bumpers. It's notoriously bought. We have some customers who mow new developments, say neighborhoods that have tore down and stripped all the land, it's just sand and weeds, and they'll come in and mow with this, and they'll put even no lift blades on them and they'll mow it with those. Road crews, a lot of road crews around Florida use these, and they'll use them to mow around light posts and all around the trim areas, while they might come in with a big bat wing and mow the larger areas. And also just any kind of roadside medians and that sort of thing. This is a perfect machine because you don't have to worry about it kicking grass out, and it doesn't lose power. Like normally if you don't want it to kick grass out, you have to put some kind of mulch kit on it. And when you do that, you're gonna lose a little power. But when you keep it like this and make it a rear discharge, you lose no power because you're not trying to mulch anything. You're cutting it once and you're dropping it. It's not notorious for having the prettiest cut, not as pretty as say a side discharge machine, but it is made for rougher terrain and more commercial applications. But we are gonna test it today on some nice St. Augustine grass, and just see if you did buy one of these machines, could you dabble in both spaces? Could you mow a nice, pretty St. Augustine lawn with a rear discharge, or is it only meant for commercial applications? So check it out. Okay guys, we're looking for a house that has tall grass that will let us cut their lawn. I didn't bring a trimmer, I didn't bring a blower, so whoever lets us do it is gonna kind of have a mess on their hands. That's a nice one, because we're gonna kind of leave it, you know? The point is we're gonna bust a myth, or at least we're gonna see. I don't even know if we'll bust it. But right now on the back of the trailer, we have a 60-inch rear discharge Toro. It's a rear discharge deck, so it's made to be safer, but not necessarily be like super beautiful. So we're gonna try it out on some beautiful grass and just see, would it even work for regular lawns? Because I've heard of people using it and they say it works perfectly fine. It looks good. And then we're gonna look at the discharge pattern and how does the grass lay down behind the deck. So that's kind of an important deal too, is how is it dispersed, you know? Is it a nice thick blanket, all 60 inches? Is it clumped up in a certain space? Is it piled on one side? And so these are all things we're gonna kind of explore here in a second. This house right here. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go knock. I'm excited. They probably think I'm Amazon. Last try. Man, just want to cut your grass. You would love it. We'll find another guy. Well, now you know it's real. This is the real deal. We're actually trying. We're just knocking around. You know, this is much what it feels like to be a landscaper. You're trying to gain new accounts, right? You're just cruising around, knocking on doors. What if at the end of this I had like 15 accounts? I just quit Main Street Mower and went full-time landscaper. And if people knew I was just driving around trying to mow someone's grass for free, I'm sure someone would raise their hand. It's not very big. For some reason, nobody wants their grass mowed for free right now. Maybe this guy. This looks nice. I'm gonna give it a shot. Here, going to the front door. Let's try again. Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
My name is Chip.
Yep.
I'm with Main Street Mower.
Okay.
And your yard looks like the perfect candidate for a test on my new mower. Is it a chance that you would let me mow your lawn for free?
Okay.
You cool with that?
What you gonna be saying about my yard?
Nothing bad at all, I promise. Your yard's beautiful. St. Augustine, I was looking for a lush green St. Augustine lawn.
Isn't the most on the road the most prettiest?
It looks really good. Honestly, it looks great. You must use your sprinklers a lot.
No, we have somebody to cut it.
Yeah? Oh yeah, that helps too. So it wouldn't hurt your feelings if I mowed it?
No.
Okay.
No, I think it is. Hey, I love it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm Chip, by the way.
Okay,
What
Chip.
was your name?
My name is Colleen.
Colleen. So nice to meet you. Thank you. Okay guys, so we found a really nice lady who was willing to let us cut her lawn. We're here with the Rear Discharge Toro. Normal use centered around commercial applications, say retention ponds and roadside and that sort of thing. And the question we're asking today is, how well does it do a finish cut on like a nice lush St. Augustine grass? And so that's why we picked this lawn. It's nice, they've been watering it. The grass is thick. We're gonna figure out what the right height is for this lawn, and I'm gonna cut the front and the side real quick for her, and we're gonna see what the discharge pattern looks like on this thing. How does the grass lay down behind it? What does it look like after you mow a nice yard like this? Luckily, this wonderful woman, Colleen, was nice enough to let us do it, and so we're gonna cut this yard for her really fast and see how it looks. Guys, thanks for watching. Check this out. So guys, this is not even like considered a finish cut mower, but it does a really good job considering. It lays down the grass pretty flat and even behind it. I don't see very many, lucky boys or little uncut hairs. And I love that it doesn't shoot anything out. I am so protected while using this mower. It's incredible. Like, on this yard are a lot of hazards, right? There's a roadside, which I could kick dirt into, and then there's a sidewalk, which I could kick grass onto. And then they had a white vinyl fence, which I could have, if it had side discharge, I could have been spraying grass into. And they had a screen enclosure on the other side with a pool. So like, no matter which way you're facing, any mower that should be on this property should have either a mulch kit or a quick shoot or something on it so that it wouldn't kick it out. What's cool about the rear discharge is that it's already kicking out the back. I'm safe. I'm not kicking it into the neighbor's yard. I'm not kicking it against that white fence. I'm not throwing it into their pool. I'm not throwing it into their flower beds. And the cut is good. It's plenty good. It's good enough for me in my yard, that's for sure. We're gonna go try it on one more property and see how it does in a more commercial setting and see it go lay down some bahia grass. Check this out. So guys, we're back here in this beautiful, nice little field. We're gonna mow this right now. I'm gonna do a couple strips right down here and see how it handles this thick stuff. Check it out. Love it. Guys, it did really good. You know, this is really heavy conditions, and this is maybe indicative of some roadside work that you'd be doing, and it does a great job. You know, this is really rough stuff. You don't expect this to come out a carpet, but what we wanted to see is how did it lay it down, and if you look around, there's no major clumping. It's basically, it kind of rolls it out wide and even, and then this stuff will get baked by the sun, and it'll fall through. And you know, why this machine works so well is because it's not spending so much time trying to mince it up perfectly like you might have, you know, in your Turbo Force side discharge deck, or, you know, if you had a mulch kit on. It cuts it and kicks it out the back, right? It leaves the pieces usually pretty long and intact. Some of it is really pretty finely mulched up. And I didn't run over this twice. This is just a single pass, and it did a really great job. This stuff looks like cilantro. I'm like, tempted.
What in a cockadoodle? Cilantro.
But it did a fantastic job. Guys, this is only 25 horsepower engine, but it's all you need for a machine like this. It's probably a part of why they went with the 12cc instead of the 16cc pumps, because 16cc pumps takes more horsepower. If you have smaller pumps, which the 12 are not small, they're still very big, very powerful pumps. Same pumps that come on the 3000 and the 5000, they're very great pump. Parker makes fantastic pumps. This machine handles this much grass, that much payload with ease. I mean, it never bogged down. You know, you drive slower just because you want it to do a good job, but I bet I could have gone twice as fast and it might not have looked quite as nice, but it could have still got the job done.
Job well done! That's a fact, that is a fact!
I'm very impressed. I really like this machine. I love the idea of a rear discharge. It's just so much simpler. You don't have to worry about where you are or where you're going, because it's not shooting anything out. It's just laying it down behind you really nicely. And for an application like this, it's hard to beat the Toro rear discharge. Guys, to wrap it up, the Toro rear discharge is a fantastic machine. It's great for those commercial properties, the roadside work, the apartment buildings, anywhere you're afraid of your guys maybe discharging and hitting something or breaking something. It makes for a very secure feeling when you're mowing on a property. This machine lays down a mat behind it, it distributes it nice and evenly, and it does a fantastic job of protecting your customer's property while you're using a product on their facility. Also works really well on roadside. You're not worried about discharging into the road and hitting somebody, you know.
This burrito is delicious, but it is filling.
You know, somebody getting nailed because you shoot a glass bottle at their car or whatever, right? The rear discharge does a great job of just kind of mitigating all that potential risk. And it does a fantastic job in the rough, and it does a pretty darn good job on the nice lawns. I mean, we cut a beautiful St. Augustine lawn today with this machine. I didn't want to remove too much because the lady does usually cut it herself, and I didn't want to change her height of cut very much, so we just kind of took a couple inches off there, but it looked great. I mean, it does a very good job wherever you put it. It is specifically designed for more of that commercial application. It's made to be in this rough environment, to be around broken glass, to be around concrete, to be around that sort of thing. And man, this thing delivers. We mowed this pretty serious field and it cut it up nice. I mean, it delivered just some nice cheddar.
Cheddar! Ah! Cheddar with it!
Some nice herbage, right? And I'm impressed with, you know, how it works. It cuts it once, it drops it quick. It's not wasting energy and power trying to mince everything up, because that's not really its game. It's here to cut it, drop it, move on. It's a commercial machine. It's made to cut a lot of area quickly, and that's what the rear discharge Toro is made for.
That's how I roll.
It is not as fine of a cut as maybe say a Turbo Force 60-inch deck, but it is still a very good deck for even the residential space, like the nice St. Augustine lawn, but it is very hard to beat. It is very good. It is better than the Turbo Force deck at the rough cut type stuff. This is a significantly superior rough cut than I'm used to seeing, and it does a very good job. This is a very powerful machine, comes with a 5-year, 1,200-hour warranty. The 5000 series, a fantastic product. If you guys need one or want one, come see Main Street Mower with 3 locations, one in Winter Garden, Claremont, and Ocala. We would love to meet you and become your dealer. If you like this channel, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. It means a lot to us, helps us continue making videos like this for you. Guys, we really appreciate you. You're what makes YouTube fun for us. Keep engaging, we appreciate it. Have a good day.